Hi, I'm Kevin Klein. I want to talk to you about something that happened at Winnipeg City Council on May 26th. There was two motions that came forward for a park strategy and a recreation strategy. Both of them very well written. The goals, values, objectives, the vision, all very good. But when you dig into the report and if you look at that page, which comes first, the values, objectives, the goals, and so on, none of that is addressed in the strategy plan. Great page, probably copy and paste for all I know, but it doesn't talk about the real needs for our community centers. It doesn't talk about innovative ways to address the deficit we have. How do we address the deficit today? How do people on this council address the deficit today? They complain about previous mayors. In fact, at council, we had one councillor stand up and blame it on Susan Thompson, former Mayor Susan Thompson, as the person who started it. And former Mayor Glenn Murray blamed it on him. And of course, they blamed it on our previous mayor. I don't understand. That was years ago. These people that are saying that have been in office for almost 8 years. You've had plenty of time to turn it around. This is the conclusion I reached. The City of Winnipeg and this council has done a tremendous job of putting together very well-written presentations and strategies that use all the buzzwords but have no meat to them. We have no way of actually achieving all of these items. We're going to brag about it. You're going to hear councillors bragging about it. You'll hear the mayor bragging about this, our Parks and Rec strategy, and they won't tell you the facts. And the facts are, we don't have money to pay for it. We are currently sitting at $1.6 billion in debt, probably a little higher. That is 2 times the taxation revenue we receive from you. So we make about $800 million in property tax revenues and such, and we are already in debt $1.6 million. I know that seems like very little if you compare what we're getting in revenue, but we have to operate the city on $800 million. That city tax, that city debt has doubled and then some in the last 6 years. Ask yourself who's responsible for that. And then you look at these two programs and it amounts to about $700 million in debt. In fact, it says right in these strategies that got passed that we're not even going to consider doing any of this stuff until the 2024 budget. So we're almost boxing in the next council, saying, well, here's your strategy. So the next council has to be smart enough to figure out all of this stuff that has been done in the last year to jeopardize the city of Winnipeg. To put somebody's own footprint or handprint or fingerprints all over the future of the city. And the future is bleak because we haven't focused on the debt. I hear people talking about value for your tax dollar. Services have been cut exponentially, 20% in the last 6 years. But in the last 6 years, we keep saying, oh, but we haven't raised taxes, only 2.3%. I'm tired of hearing that. Here's the truth. The value of your home, what we assess the value at, has gone up because the mill rate needs to go up. And the only way we can raise the mill rate is to give your home a higher assessment value. And the mill rate goes up because that pays all of our bills. Then we tack on the money. And we heard in City Council that 2.3%, 1% for road renewal, 1% for road repairs, but we're not doing that right now. Did you know we're not putting money towards that? In fact, we had to take that money and put it towards our last year's budget because we were so far down. And we were so far down because they blame it on COVID. Did you pay your taxes during COVID? Yes. Did people pay their business taxes? Yes. Did we lose some parking revenue? Yes. Did you reduce the staff because we weren't charging for parking during that time? No. We did have some seasonal people that didn't come in during COVID that qualified for the CERB, as it was called at that time. Transit is losing us money. And we keep blaming it on the provincial government. When are we going to take responsibility? Is this how you want your municipal government to be, to act? Are they taking care of your money? Do you really want another 4 years of the same old thing? I don't think you do. I hope you don't. I want to help change that, but I need your help. If you have any comments on this or thoughts, send me an email. It's my private email, kevin@kevinklein.ca.